Welcome back, everybody. The History Guy here, and I am excited for episode 2, playing through the story mode, the campaign on Anno 1800. If you didn't see episode 1, there's a link in the description below that'll take you back to that. We're picking up right where we left off, and I've been having some fun playing the game on the side on my own, just getting a little more familiar with it. So in the meantime, that should allow me to kind of move through all of this faster. Let's get ourselves another warehouse up here by our place where we're making bricks, so we can start getting those bricks stored, and eventually that'll help us to upgrade some of these other things. We've got a good abundance of workers right now. There are some quests that we can work on, but I first want to focus on just kind of getting my my settlement up to snuff a little more here. And we got a few things we can do. We got missing goods here for the sail makers. They don't have the wool that they need to continue producing sails, so we're gonna take care of that for them. We're gonna get a sheep farm going, and I think we'll put it kind of out here somewhere, right next to this other one. Get our pens for that. And then that'll produce some additional wool, and that'll allow these guys to start making these sails a little faster. And eventually, we've got trading happening. So let's go ahead and take a look at the political prisoner situation now. I think we're going to take them to Archibald Blake, who is right here. So let's go ahead and... Yep, our political prisoners are on that ship. So he's the Queen's representative. I feel like that's the appropriate place to take these guys. So we'll go ahead and get that done. And I'm going to fast forward. Oh, that's a nice... There's bright sands. In the meantime, what else can we do here? We probably want to upgrade things. We want to get up to 750 workers. That's the next population level.
What is it you are bringing?
I'm bringing you some prisoners, man.
Oh dear. Best leave these poor people with me. I will tell Edvard that the debt between you is quite settled.
Thank you. I doubt he will care,
That was
but
none of
I
your
appreciate
business. And what right has the Crown to meddle in my accounts? What right?
They're the freaking Crown, that's what.
We are, all of us, quite moved by your selfless actions. Your father would be proud.
Thank you. All right, we got to equip an
so relieved our
item here.
legitimacy is no longer in question.
Good. Are we done with Edvard for now?
Game saved.
All right, we're going to build a sailing shipyard.
Hurry! I already smell the tar. See, the masts are swaying from Father's study.
We can get that right here next to the other one. Nice.
You restore a grain of my trust in humanity, eldest.
All right, we're going to start replacing these roads with brick slowly. Especially the ones from the brickyard. Almost out of brick, so it's going to take a while to finish that up. I want to keep an eye on my financial balance. It looks like it's actually good right now, so we're profiting, even though I do have some trading going. What do we need? We need... I just spent all those bricks on building the thing, and now I can't build enough for the shipyard. That's okay. There's other things we can do in the meantime. I believe that a clay pit can actually support 2 brick factories. I think I read that somewhere, so we're going to get another one going here. Of course, that's going to require some additional workers, but that should get me to build bricks twice as fast. Do we have bread yet? Yeah, I'm trying to remember what all we did beforehand. I don't think we did, so. We've got knitting. We've got potato field. We do not have a sausage link chain either. In fact, let's go ahead and take a look at the people.
No less than we
You can
deserve.
see what we're producing and not. So we're not producing sausages. We're not producing bread. We're not producing soap. Those are all things that we're eventually going to need to get up to like the artisans, the very skilled crafters. So let's start with pig farm. I'm going to kind of go out this way for that. And then, of course, with the pig farm comes slaughterhouse. Now we'll start producing sausages for everyone, which, of course, now means we need more workers. We're going to be good on workers now, but now we're going to be short on farmers. So it's that kind of constant balance, that constant give and take that you have on having the right amount of every kind of worker. Always got to make sure that there's road access, so that stuff becomes slums pretty quickly. Once we get enough bricks, we can build this bad boy. Let's take a look at the trading balance on everything. Man, I am not producing enough wood, so we're going to have to start importing that until I produce enough. In fact, we're going to set everything at an amount to where I'm either selling my excess or I'm importing if I'm not producing enough. That way we aren't running into any issues with not having what I need. Now, obviously, this is going to cause me to spend some money, but that'll all be supplemented by my production. So we'll import all of this stuff until we kind of get our own going. Sales, I think we'll sell anything more than 20 for now. Eventually, I might need some of that. Okay, where were we? Bricks. We're waiting on how many bricks? We need 25. So we're up to 13. We'll probably import some in the meantime. What else can we produce here? We're going to need a church at some point, but I don't think we're there yet. Boy, we've suddenly got a nice influx of both type of worker. Let's go ahead and get a bread chain going. I guess we can probably put another farm up this way. What is this here? It's ruins. At some point we'll have to clear that out. Oh, how about now? Alright, let's get the bread production chain going. We'll put that up here. Grain farm. Get a nice big field behind that. Followed by a flour mill and a bakery. I want to take a look at my resources now because we are trading. You can see some of the stuff starting to go up now because we've been importing it. Bricks, however, are not one of those things. So let's go ahead and tell them we're going to try to import additional bricks until we need to. Obviously, this is all a lot harder on the sandbox version of the game because you have to create trading posts and you have to get trading routes going and all this stuff. And it's a little more complicated, but here on this story mode, it's a lot easier. Oh, we've got a fire. All right, boys. Let's deal. Okay, here come our firemen. Wow, that one's spreading fast. Help me out here, folks. Get this thing put out.
Fire runs wild.
I know, I know.
Fight this inferno fast.
Good night. Get this thing put out. Alright, we're getting on top of it.
Just like old times.
It's not out yet, man.
I know you're busy, but I've a favour to ask. Please, couldn't mug me out, could
Find
ya?
and collect the firefighter husband, huh? Alright, where is he? Usually this just involves kind of moving your thing around until you find him. Alright, he was over here partying at the pub. No big surprise. Alright, I think we've got what we need to build the sailing shipyard now. There we go. Nice. Oh, take a photo.
Historic first shipyard. We must
Let's get a
document
better
this
view
moment
of this
in our
bad boy
first
here.
edition.
Nice little kind of side view. Nice, perfect.
The fire has been vanquished.
Submit photo. Alright, cool.
The perfect snapshot to illustrate history in the making.
Phoenix from the ashes. Goods heirs create breakaway shipping company in the image of their father, who they say was a man of principle. After all, there's no surefire evidence he did anything wrong after all. All right, cool. All right, let's go collect our... Oh, we're on to chapter 2. A sign of fire. Oh, boy. That sounds ominous when you put it that way.
Will you work your magic for us? What we do...
Delivery quest.
So
Provide the
you
resident with
build
12
ships
tons of
like your
sausages and 12
father.
tons of bread.
Well, the Queen is in the direst need of ships.
Oh, we got to build ships for the Queen. Okay, cool.
Supporting her will go some way to healing the wounds of the past.
All right. We start with schooners. We need a schooner, so let's go ahead and get one of those
for the
built.
Royal Fleet, and in such quantity. A rare honor indeed.
Nice. All right, we're short on
weaponry
workers.
they ask for presents a problem. I'm not even sure we have an iron load, do we?
All right, two things. We've got to find an iron deposit. Here they are. Iron mines are locked? Really?
I see the iron
There we
is
go.
beyond our reach. We have no choice but to find a way through the mountain.
Through the mountain.
Still have a few sticks of dynamite.
Oh, good.
We can blow our way through.
Nice.
Perhaps not refined enough for your sister, but at least your workers can start their dig.
All right, so we're going to start excavating. Complete the first phase, so we've got to get stuff to it. I guess that involves a road.
What are you both doing? Demolition is a serious matter wanting proper expertise. Father used Mr. Ticker on account of his good sense. Go on. I suggest you find him in Bright
All right,
Sands.
Bright Sands it is. Ah, there's the Dynamite Shop.
Many fine men left
It's the one that has the sign that says Dynamite Shop.
Then Edvard struck back. He imprisoned all who were close to your father, including my beloved Thomas. My husband and the others were deported to Wormway's prison, and I've heard nothing from him ever since. If you do find him unharmed, prithee tell him his wife yearns for his return.
We are nearing the place your father died. Whatever happens, stay calm.
So
Looks like
there
Alcatraz.
you are, the traitor's children.
Oh, more people to hate.
How dare you?
Oh, spare me the nauseating drivel. Flogging Queenie's Peachy Island in the New World to some rebel upstarts? Ha! Traitor is too generous a word.
Father would never have. He was the Queen's stalwart, a member of the Royal Council.
He hung himself in one of my cells. I'd call that a rather conclusive admission of guilt.
We did not come here to be insulted. We came to strike a bargain. The demolition man, Thomas. We want him.
Oh, I vaguely remember him. Stubborn, with a loose mouth, just as innocent as all the others. He is small fry. A bail has been set. Pay every penny of his money, and I will place him immediately.
There's
at your
always
disposal.
something to get the next something. Well, I guess that's how it goes.
I can't think why he'd be worth anything. Everyone here.
So we've got to pay his bail to get him. We've got to get him to be able to produce iron, and we've got to get iron so we can produce the ships that we need. So always something. So find the expert in the stone pit at the prison in Governor's Island, but what do we got to do to pay for him? Bail them out and they'll gladly join our company. Okay. So he's down here in the stone pit. Is this him right here? No, it looks like...
I was made to scrub Mr. Bleakworth's scabby back once.
Traitor or not, Samuel wouldn't have wanted his people to suffer for it.
Samuel Goods, engineer? Aye, that's me. Who's asking?
I am.
That's the least I'm due for my suffering.
This. Yeah, I can pay the $5,000.
Is ready for transportation. Keep an eye to the horizon for miscreants.
Okay. Got him.
Don't try and rock the boat.
Alright, so we got to finish this trading quest while I'm at it here. 12 tons of sausages and 12 tons of bread. So I'm going to work on that while I'm waiting for this ship to arrive. Alright, so we are waiting on the ship to arrive, and all we need to do is get enough bread and sausages stored on the island, and that quest will complete. And right now we're at 13 sausages and 11 bread, so we just need one more bread, and that quest should automatically complete. We're waiting on the demolitions expert to arrive so we can finish this up. It looks like we also need 5 timber and 5 bricks in order to complete that, but they're probably waiting for him to arrive for that to happen. So let's go ahead and speed time up a little bit here. Here comes the ship.
Oh, he's here. Try to make a good first impression, eldest. Any friend of father is a friend of ours.
All right. Here comes a trading ship, so I'm hoping that'll be enough
to be bought and sold.
Oh, that's my ship arriving.
Treated me like a human being.
All right, let's get this done, man.
I don't know what you're trying to achieve here, but it won't bring Samuel back.
I understand that. Just
Mining
do what I asked you to do.
Mining for Eli. What's the difference?
Let's hear it then.
Yep, there you go.
Right,
there's your
Sam,
sausages
you'll
and
never be
bread.
Matched, if that's what you're set on.
Here comes our guy.
Not bad for a big boss.
Oh, I got modern ship tools as a reward for that quest.
Done.
I'm still waiting for the boom.
All right, now we need wool. So I guess we'll just have to transport that as things permit. And then while we're doing that, let's go ahead and see what else we can be doing for our goods. Let's make sure we're bringing in enough schnapps. We definitely want to make sure we import some more wool. I've got to produce more wood, so let's get another wood production going. I have one facility here, Lumberjack's Hut. Let's build a second one because I just always seem to be out of wood. Alright, that seems to do the trick right there. Okay. We're just waiting on the last phase now. We just got to get enough wool for that, so let's go ahead and kind of just fast forward in time until that happens. Oh man, well, we had an explosion at the Schnapps distillery. So now we've got to repair the potato farm and the Schnapps distillery both need repaired. The framework knitter was on fire, but we were able to save that building. So interesting things happen, I guess, when you have that sort of production going on. We're still waiting on all of the... It looks like we have our first batch of wool being delivered, so we're going to have 4. We're just waiting on the other 11. It's just a matter of getting it all sent up there. Looks like I've got a nice amount of timber and bricks available, so I'm going to see what other kind of fancy buildings we can get going. We definitely need some soap production, which is going to require me to have more pigs. So we'll get a second pig farm up here by the first, so all of that will be real close to each other. Try to keep those production chains as close as possible. We'll get our rendering works right there. I guess I'm going to need the road to be able to connect to the pig farm. There we go. No? No? Okay. We don't have a warehouse close enough? Oh, boy. Okay, well. Another warehouse doesn't hurt to have anyway. Alright, there's another warehouse. We'll get our rendering works going, and then we also need the actual soap factory to be produced. The construction area is blocked. What do we got in here that we need to clear out? Yeah. Alright, soap factory goes here. Alright, so there's that. We'll get all that going. We'll get our wool over here so we can get that finished up. Alright, we've got everything delivered here. Time to ignite the fuse. Everybody's coming by to see the explosion, I guess.
Who are all these busy
Good
boys?
fun for all.
Blowing up rocks can't be that complicated.
Yeah, somebody's gonna die.
A shame you can't appreciate the craft this requires. Never mind. The charges have been primed. The perimeter cleared. We are ready to detonate. Boom.
I feel like he enjoyed that a little too much.
My apologies. That was indeed impressive. Is there anything dynamite won't solve, I wonder?
Invented by the guy for whom the Nobel Peace Prize is named.
A
Kind of
special
awesome.
edition for a special happening. This makes everybody happy.
All
One
right.
final look.
All right, newspaper time.
Iron
Oh,
into
hey,
steel,
this is an
steel into
unfavorable
arms,
article.
and we
Roof blows
shall
off
have
industrial
fulfilled
heart
our
of Tipton.
first
Yeah,
royal
we don't want to
commission.
talk about that. Let's talk about something else instead. Spend, spend, spend. Let's talk about happy things. There we go.
This change is absolutely
All right, time to build an iron mine.
marvelous. Yes.
Nice.
There was a chance for your
Charcoal
father still
kiln
lived.
right there.
No use
All right, let's
dragging
get
it
the
out
road
now
going
he's
here.
gone.
Up to these fine places. All right, we're probably going to need a
Censorship is
warehouse
not
up here.
always the cranny of the corrupt.
And we'll put it like right there. All right, and then we need a furnace
You are trying.
and a
at
steelworks.
least. I know Samuel wouldn't have given up.
All of which makes me think that a second fire
There is no
station
shame in
is in
producing
order.
weapons
Just
if it
for
is
all
in
this
defense
stuff.
of the realm, eldest.
And of course, we need a ton of workers now. 280 to be exact. My goodness.
Life's fine as a new turnip.
So we're going to have to start upgrading a whole
me
bunch of
family.
these.
It's our...
Doesn't appear there's a lot I can do that with right now, so. Check your island's contaminations level. It's not too bad. Nature's very happy. Vulgarity, why is that? Oh, ruins, pig farm, slaughterhouse. Alright. Not too bad. You can temporarily, yeah, we're not going to temporarily adjust that stuff. My money situation's not good, though. We're going to have to keep an eye on that. In the meantime, we need to build a weapon factory.
Oh, I'm always busy, Duck. A field don't
And
tend
we're going to
itself.
put that right by this other stuff, because that's kind of where it needs to be.
I
There we
find
go.
myself looking up to you, as the youngest often will.
But man, do we need workers. Which now is going to mean I don't have enough farmers. So we're going to have to produce more of those. I have more ruins in the way. Holy workers. All right, we'll work on that. and then we'll get working on these boats and see what happens. Okay, so a couple of things have happened. I've finally gotten my workforce on the positive side. It took quite a bit of effort. Had to build a lot, had to upgrade a lot, had to wait for the wood to be able to get those upgrades done. But more importantly, I'm now on the positive side of my balance. For a while there, I was running $300 or $400 below. So those are all good things. Let's take a look. The population is feeling restless. Time for a police office for the first time, so let's find a good spot for that. And I feel like right up here near all the residences is a good spot for that to happen. So we're training jolly police officers. So now everything is in place so that we can fulfill this next request, which is to build these additional ships. Now I'm going to need some things. Looks like I've got 6 of the 7 cannon I need to build my first gunboat. We're going to need a total of we got to build island defense as well. So cannons, cannon tower, which is going to require 10 cannons. So we're not going to do that yet because I want to fulfill this request first. So that's what we're working on right now, is a schooner, 2 gunboats, and a frigate. Yeah, I know, I see it, but I'm not going to build one right now. So as soon as we get the additional cannon, I don't think that's something I want to import because it would be so darn expensive to do that. So let's go ahead and take a look at the situation with our cannon foundry, our weapon production here. Looks like they're a little short on steel, so we need to start producing some additional steel to make this happen. Get a second steelworks going. We're waiting on that. So all of it is kind of slowed down right now by the lack of necessary products. So we'll get that all kind of up to snuff. Maybe a second iron mine is what is needed in this case. Of course, that puts us short on workers again. So it's that constant balance, as is the case with all of these type of games, about balancing the proper type of resource and making sure you have enough of whatever you need. Now, eventually, you can see that these workers, once this hits 20, I can upgrade them. Now, we need a school as kind of the next step. So let's go ahead and take a look at school, and we can't quite fit it in there. So maybe we put it up here next to the police station. So we'll get a school going as soon as I have enough bricks to do that. And then that'll hopefully get us to the point where we can upgrade our workers, because it looks like we have everything else we need. And we're going to need to upgrade workers because I believe that the last type of ship that we have to build, the frigate, requires us to have at least 1 artisan. And we can't have artisans until we are able to upgrade our workers to artisans.
Are rioting.
Riot in worker residence because of low happiness. All right, we're going to have to work on our happiness situation. Why are they unhappy? Will it tell us why they're unhappy? No, you're not going to simply go to press. Oh, they're probably unhappy because of the lack of
this dangerous predicament soon.
Workers.
What glad news.
All right. Everything is happy. Let's print a paper talking about how everything is happy. The police are on their way to deal with this situation.
Anything else? Then I'll send it out.
All right. Do we have a church? I think we're probably going to need a church at some point. Maybe that'll help with the happiness issues. So we'll build a church. We'll build a school. I just still need a few more bricks for that. How do we end the riot exactly? Prevent the situation from becoming so tense in the first place by looking after their happiness. Yeah, clearly. Here, let's build some happy little trees. Happy little trees make happy people, right? Here, have some happy trees. Alright, looks like we're nearly done dealing with the riot.
Your streets are safe again.
Sweet. Alright, give me some bricks. We'll build the school.
How the whole world bows before
We'll need some more bricks to build the church. Alright, so I built a second
Halt the conveyor!
steelworks, and that produced a big negative amount of workers because they require so many workers. But I realized the problem wasn't steel. The problem was a lack of coal, charcoal. So I built a second charcoal kiln to help with that because we had a full output storage in our iron mines, but nowhere to go with it. In the meantime, I did queue up my first gunboat to be built, so that's done now. So we've got a gunboat and a schooner completed. I guess we've got to just send those when they're done. So in the meantime, we've got a couple more to be built here. We need a second gunboat and then the frigate. So we'll get those done. Once they're all done, we'll send them all together. The frigate's going to require an artisan. So once we complete this gunboat, I'll see how close I am to upgrading the next person. And I guess that's going to require this school to be built. So that's just about done. But I'm going to stop there. I think that we've covered a lot in that episode. I'm starting to get a much better handle on the game. I'm excited. There's so much more still to explore. So let me know your thoughts. Use the comment section below. Please hit that thumbs up. Let me know you want to see more from this series. And once we complete playing through this kind of story mode, then we'll go in and maybe explore multiplayer a little bit, explore some of the other features of the game in sandbox mode. And so I'm excited about that. Let me know your thoughts, and we'll see you back here again with another episode in a couple of days. Thanks for watching.